welcome to TERRA at Home. It's a brand new year and a brand new approach to your body. And again, this is the time of year when some people kind of jump on the bandwagon and then fall off. We found a form of exercise, Zumba, and we're at Zumba Burlington. We're with Pat DeVries. Thank you so much for letting us in your place.
Thank you, Leslie.
Always fun being with you. And we really want to talk about Zumba because this is a great exercise that we hope people will stick to of all ages, male or female. Come on in and really find a fun way to work out.
That's exactly what this is. It's cardio, which you know sometimes can be really boring if you're trying to run or go on a bike, or we see them littered on the sidewalks when it's garbage pickup day because it's very tough to stick with those things.
Well, that's exactly
this is fun. Yep. It's like a party. It's like going to the club. It's like going on vacation, people have said. So it's dancing, and the music's great, easy to follow. So this is something that a lot of people, they have told us that they can stick with.
Well, that's what I love. So I've been standing here watching your class, prior to starting, and again, women of all ages in class, and all shapes and sizes. And you come in, you go to the front of the class if you want, you go to the back of the class if you want, you work on your own pace, and it's just like, you're having your own little dance party.
That's right, no one cares, no one cares. As long as you move to the music, as long as you sweat and smile, have fun, no one cares if you get the steps perfectly, and actually they're quite easy to learn. So once you've done it a few times, you know what a basic salsa is or a merengue, and even though we change up the music, you can follow. So you don't have to be a pro dancer to do this.
And that's I think the big thing is that a lot of people think that, oh my goodness, there's like full-on choreography and I can't learn that, or I have 2 left feet or whatever, but it's not about that.
No, it's very simple to follow. There's a formula and it basically goes with the music. There's a chorus, there's a verse, there's a bridge, and you repeat those steps. So the Zumba formula is quite simple.
It's easy to follow.
3 to 4 different steps in one dance.
Well, that's what I appreciate. Coming from a dance background, I appreciate the musicality, and you can see how it does repeat itself, and it fits, and it makes sense, and it starts on the 1 count, and it fits in an 8 count, and it all just makes sense.
Plus, it's a real variety of rhythms. I mean, when Zumba first started, it was pretty much Latin rhythms, salsa, merengue, cumbia. They have since evolved, and so now we're getting things like Bollywood, swing, rock and roll, hip-hop, country. You go to the Zumba convention, we instructors go every year, and they host a variety of workshops in all these different dance styles, and it's so much fun. You learn a lot.
And and that's the thing, like in between every class, as you can see, like they're literally just going from one song to the next, and the ladies are just having fun, right? So let's actually talk about Zumba itself. So when did this start? Like how did it
started? About 10 years ago, maybe a little more. Beto Perez, who is a Colombian, he was a dance instructor and a fitness instructor. He went to teach a class one day and he forgot his tapes for his aerobics class. So he had to improvise with his whatever music he had in his car. So he had salsa, merengue tapes, music that he really liked to listen to and to dance to. So he improvised the class.
Stuff starts like that.
They loved it. They loved it. So he brought it to Miami, found a couple of entrepreneurs to back him up. Actually, he subbed it. He would beg these gym owners to let him teach a class because he knew people would love it. And sure enough, Mrs. Perlman, mother of Alberto Perlman, who is now the CEO of Zumba, saw this and said it was great, and so they started in one of the Alberto's, one of the founders, in his garage, trying to sell DVDs.
Oh my goodness!
They just got huge requests from gyms and clubs wanting to teach this.
So basically, right from the ground up, and it's just started. And what a perfect place to start in Miami, of course, because of all the Latin influence there.
That's right.
And I mean, it just makes sense. But that's what I love. I mean, as you say, so you have your Zumba music, but they have again all of the top 10 stuff all infused in it as well.
And you know what the rule of thumb is? 70% Latin International and 30% instructor's choice. So if you've got groups that love hip hop or that love what's on the radio, you can do those. You can put them into your warm-ups and your cool downs, or maybe one Latin pop song. So you'll hear a Pitbull, you'll hear a Mark Anthony or a Jennifer Lopez. It's a lot of fun. The other thing too is, as we were just saying, it has now spread to like 125 countries.
Okay, yes, that's what I want to mention too.
Thousands of instructors.
All across the world, really.
It's across the world.
So when you have these like conventions, I mean, they're like pretty hardcore.
International.
Oh, it's so fun.
International. It's
now
so
there's
fun.
also, that comes with this, there's almost like a dress code. Like you guys,
Zumba wear.
You can wear
Zumba wear.
Full-on Zumba wear, and it's expanded too. So even participants in class can purchase the Zumba wear.
Yeah, they can buy it through us. They can go on to Zumba.com and it'll direct them. There's a Canadian shop where they can buy Zumba wear directly in Canada and have it shipped to them, or sometimes we will get it for our students if they.
So you can kind of feel the part. You don't have to wear it, but you can kind of feel the part, right?
It's fun.
It is.
It's colorful.
Bright colors.
Not colorful today.
Well, you're wearing the black one today.
Yeah,
but that's
it's all right. It's very cool.
Some of it's
very
so
cool.
fun, right? So, okay, so let's talk about Zumba Burlington itself. Now you have a partner that
Mark, who happens to be on vacation. Not great timing. That's okay, Mark. Have fun. He's in Rome.
Yeah.
So yes, so we were instructors at a gym, and we decided to open our own because we thought that there was a good niche for Zumba and all its spin-offs.
Yes.
And it's wonderful because people here, they don't have the commitment of going to a gym. We're able to offer a lot of classes. We offer 20 classes a week, so mornings, evenings, weekends.
I was looking at your schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
good. So we've got Zumba toning. We're introducing the chair program for Zumba, which is not like sit in the chair. It's use the chair as a form of exercise. So ballet bar type stuff.
Yep.
We also, Mark does a group power program, which is with barbells, and I do yoga. So it's really well-rounded. People find that they can fit all their fitness needs when they come here.
And that's the great part. So sometimes when you go into classes like this, you still have to go either to your home weights or your gym weights, but you have that here too.
We have that here.
Yeah, so by doing those classes, as you say, you're getting everything. So you're getting, the yoga, that yoga combination, of course, that, and that's really good for your breathing and flexibility and strength that way.
And balance.
Yep. And then you're getting your, of course,
strength training
and strength training for weights. And then, of course, you're having a whole lot of fun in your dance party class.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Okay, so do you have to buy a week-long, a month-long pass, or how do you do it?
When you come, our first class is free. Then we have a variety of packages. You can buy a package of 10 or 20 classes. You can sign up for an unlimited package, all the classes that you want, either for a month if you come in the mornings, or 3 months. It's all on our website.
Okay.
ZumbaBurlington.com. We also have gift certificates. If you want to buy a gift for someone, get them started in the new year with a fitness program. So it's 5 classes and it's $50.
And that's actually a great idea. And again, very reasonable. And as you say, because you don't have this obligation like you have with the gym, so you can go away and
no long-term contract.
Yeah, no. Exactly. And then you don't feel.
People like that flexibility. They go on vacation, they go away for the summer. It's fine.
Yeah, it works out just fine.
Yep.
So definitely go to your website and make sure you register that way and find out more information about your classes. And again, as we look around the room, I mean, there's such a variety of people,
all ages, all abilities, all sizes. Everyone's welcome. We've got people who bring their grandmother, mother, daughter in the same class, and they're all having fun.
Basically 18 and up.
We even let young kids, and we also have Zumba for kids.
Oh, see,
ages 6 to 12.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wednesdays, 5:30. My daughter teaches it.
Really?
Yes,
she's
a Zumba instructor. She's 22.
I love it. So this is fantastic.
It's all in the family.
This is perfect. So again, we're right just off of Mainway on Blair Road. We're in Stars Academy. So that's
between Guelph Line and Walker's Line, 1160 Blair Road, inside Stars Academy.
Pat, thank you so much, and say hi to Mark for me.
I will.
I still have to get myself here to a class because
absolutely.
Every time I come here, I'm watching. No, look at now, we're doing almost like a Bollywood thing.
This is Bollywood.
I love it. All right, thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you very much,
We'll be back with more TERRA at Home.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home, and oh yes, so officially in the new year, I'm here with Kelly Childs, and we are at this great little shop called Kind Foods, downtown Burlington. How long have you guys been here now?
It's been 2.5 years.
I know, I can't believe it. I remember when you first opened, and it's definitely had its changes, and but but the basis is there. Everything, the whole core of this business is still there. So tell me exactly what you're all about.
Well, Kind Food is all about everything that embodies health and kindness. So we're kind to the planet because we're sustainable. We're kind to our bodies because we eat well, and we're kind to the animals because we're vegan. Right. And so we don't eat any animal products here. We don't serve any animal products here. So there's no dairy, no meat. Kind of exciting. It's a very trendy way to eat now. People like Bill Clinton, he's vegan.
So we were just talking about that. I mean, he's realized that that being a vegan has really helped him health-wise, and with his heart conditions that a lot of us are familiar with,
yes,
he's managed to just...
He reversed it, actually. He reversed his coronary heart disease.
Wow. And you hear that with type 2 diabetes as well, and people can literally reverse that illness as well by eating well and making the proper choices, of course, between diet and exercise.
Absolutely.
But that's your lifestyle. That's how you live. And,
it is.
And some people, again, will first start kind of going towards the vegetarian first, and then trying to slowly get towards vegan. Vegan, I mean, you're not eating any even dairy products.
No cheese.
Yeah.
No yogurt. But it's funny, that the things that you do instead of taste so fantastic you don't miss it. Right. So we do cashew sauces, cashew creams, we do coconut milk yogurt, even the vegan cheeses, and we make our own Brazil nut Parmesan. You would never know that it is no dairy products at all in it. And
that's the thing, people get freaked out by it, right? They're really worried, and I think sometimes, and you must love it, because I know you guys make such great food, is you give somebody something, and if they don't know, they're going into it blindly. They just love it and they taste it. And then if you told them ahead of time, well, this and this and this and this, or there's none of this in there,
right?
They judge, and I can taste that, I can tell, but you can't.
No, it's an instant mindset.
Sure
Even we get a lot of gentlemen in here that they want their burgers. They're coming in with their wives, and there's like deer in the headlights.
Yeah. And they're like, what do I get back here?
Yes, and we don't tell them, and the wives say too, don't tell him. We serve them a Kind burger, and then before you know it. He's like totally hooked, totally hooked,
and you feel better after you eat, right? See, we're on the same plane because you do. You feel lighter. You don't feel heavy. It's not that. It's not a big grease bucket of food. It's not all that saturated fat, and you just feel lighter. And that's how you should feel. Some people get so used to that heavy feeling after a meal that they almost need to achieve that to feel full.
Yes.
So it's trying to reverse all of that,
yes,
right?
It is.
So obviously you have like great salads and different combinations of wonderful sandwiches and that.
We do.
But again, all vegan.
All vegan.
And we just encourage people to come in and try that type of thing. But also one good thing, one we're going to make today, smoothies. And they're all different types of smoothies. People freak out as well when they hear that there's anything green in their smoothie. Or if you're drinking a green smoothie, they're like, what's in there? But it actually tastes good, even though it's green. We associate green with not good.
Well, as a kid, I think it's something, as children were growing up, and your parents forced you to eat those Brussels sprouts and spinach and all that gross stuff in our minds back then. So we have been really adversely trained to really not like green stuff. Right. But our green smoothies here, they taste fantastic. You wouldn't even know there's greens in it. They can taste like chocolate, they can taste like bananas, they can taste like, just amazing stuff. So we're going to make one today?
Yes. Now, I think we should focus on the two green products you're using here, spinach and kale, right?
Yes.
Spinach, more people are familiar with. We eat it raw more often and cooked, and people just kind of, okay, I can eat that. But kale, people are a little...
Well, it's a little odd, right?
Yeah.
People think it's still a garnish, because that's what it is. It's sort of on the buffet tables, and it's a garnish.
Right.
And
well, it's a little more coarse, a little more dense type of green.
It is. It's tough, right? Yeah. So you have to make sure you get a really good blender too to break it down if you do want to put it into smoothies. But saying that, the health benefits of kale so far outweigh anything that is out there really on the planet. It's classified as a superfood, really high in antioxidants, tons of cancer prevention nutrients in it. And what that does is, it takes all these free radicals out of your body with these tremendous antioxidants that are in kale.
So it just makes sense, right? So,
big time. Vitamin A, vitamin C, all that.
So here we are, in January, and you want to start changing. Again, you don't have to make this radical change. No. It's about just making some gradual changes. Sure. So what a great thing to have for, say, your breakfast before you leave,
or at lunch. Breakfast.
Yeah, this is a great thing to do. And
it's portable, right?
Right.
In your to-go cups, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So you can even have things already the night before, the next morning, just throw it in, and it's easy. Okay, so why don't we show me how you do this?
So we're going to make one.
Yeah.
So what we use is we make our apple juice here. So we're sort of cutting it down really quick here. We're going to put some apple juice in, and we're going to use approximately 2 cups of apple juice.
Okay.
And then we are going to put in frozen oranges. We use frozen because it makes the smoothies cold.
Yes, and that's actually a good point, because I've had both, and I really do like mine almost have a more icy kind of coolness to them.
And we took the skin off already, so you just freeze them that way really quick. So 4 pieces of that. And then we're going to put in, don't mind my fingers here, but about a cup of frozen bananas. And again, frozen bananas are fantastic.
And easy to do. Just literally just throw them in. You can throw them in your freezer, even just in their skins on, and they're good to go. Again, thickening the smoothie. Thickening
the smoothie and making it nice and cold. And again, we're going to do again about a handful of spinach. So saying that, it's probably going to be about a cup of spinach.
And we know how that reduces down to like nothing.
Yeah, because spinach is really high in water.
Right.
And then we're going to put in our beautiful kale.
Okay.
Simple stuff, just like that. And then you basically blend it. And
that's easy, right?
Yeah, simple. And it's going to go into our blender.
Okay.
Now, we don't want to blend this morning because we don't want to spend the time doing that.
So pretend that we did.
And voila.
And there you go.
That's what it is.
Wonderful. And you can see the consistency. It's thick. It's good for you. And you really don't. Especially I think when you use apples, I know that a lot of the juices that you guys make, the apple just really is a nice carrier. It really just sweetens any type of vegetable that you use. So you're using carrots and beets, and I mean, well, beets are sweet too, but and carrots, but it just helps.
It does. It helps to make it more palatable.
Exactly.
Much more palatable. And you got to make sure you try to get organic. I can't stress that enough. We do so much organic in our household, and at Kind Food here, we don't buy conventional. So the organic is so important for the pesticides, insecticides. It's part of the fruit itself. So try to get organic when possible.
Right, because you're growing as they're growing, they're spraying them. So organic, and then also. I always say to people, wash your fruit. Regardless, still wash your fruit.
Absolutely.
So that's definitely key. And then you're starting off your day on a great basis. So one thing we should mention is that you've also opened up a bake shop because of your baked goods here at the store are so popular. And again, dairy-free and vegan and everything. They're like so missing so many things that people think they need in baked goods.
What's in it then? That's the first question. So what is in it? If there's no gluten, there's no eggs, there's no dairy, but it's all organic. We use bean flours, which are very unusual, but they hold a lot of wonderful moisture, wonderful texture for the baked goods, and we're award-winning now. So we won Best Cupcakes in Burlington.
I know.
We won the Toronto Vegan Bake Off in February of 2012, and we won the best out of 48 competitors. So
that's amazing.
That was huge.
So your shop, it's Kelly's Bake Shop, it's on Brant Street, open up just around the corner.
These are our famous pink boxes.
Oh, so cute. It's all about the pink. You've got this location here, right downtown Burlington again, and so just around the corner on Brant, you've got your bake shop, and you're eating well for the rest of the year.
Pour this so you can actually see it.
You can do that. Perfect. Thank you so much, Kelly. It's been great. And again, you can just check out both Kind Food and Kelly's Bake Shop. We'll be back with more Terra at Home. Cheers.
Cheers.
Come and explore the new Terra, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Well, welcome back to Terra at Home. We are in Stir Kitchens, as we mentioned, on Brant Street, and we are here with Chef Rachel, and we are talking about trying to stay a little healthy because we're just inside of January. So we're still on that path right now, as we know people start to falter by the time they get to February, and you're just hunkering down at home, and you start getting into the major comfort foods. So comfort food, but healthy at the same time.
Yes, extremely healthy, this dish. So we're going to do stuffed peppers. So I have some rice that I've already cooked and extra lean ground beef too. So those are kind of the things that are going to go in here with some tomatoes, and we can top it off with a little bit of cheese.
Okay, that's
to stay healthy. But we'll start off, I'll show you how I prepare the peppers, because you have to prepare them ahead of time. So this is the way that I do them. You just want to cut the top off.
Okay.
And then very easily, you know, take out all of the seeds and everything that's inside there.
And the great part about this is because you also have peppers in the mix as well, that you're using the whole pepper even though you're taking off the top.
Yeah, so I just kind of get my hand in there and pull out these little pieces here, tap the seeds out, and you have kind of like a clean
And generally, if you pick a good pepper, I guess probably if you're at the store too, you want to make sure that you get one that's flat that will actually sit up on its own.
Yeah, that'll definitely help.
You have them all wedged up beside each other to keep them up.
So what I do with the peppers is I actually pre-cook them for a couple minutes. So I get a pot of, a big pot, put the pepper in first, cover the pepper with cold water, add a little bit of salt, bring it up to a boil and let it boil for about 5 minutes or so. And then the pepper just kind of has a head start. It's going to go in the oven after, but then you've pre-cooked that because everything that's going inside it is cooked already. So it doesn't need to go in the oven for very long.
Okay.
So that's kind of the first step. And exactly, like you said, we're going to use the top of the pepper and chop it up and put it into the mixture. So I've already prepared the red. I had a little bit of extra yellow pepper just sitting in my fridge, so it's a good way to use that up.
And that's what's good about this is that, as you say, if you already have some cooked rice and that's in your fridge, then you can use that, right?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, let me just put the oven on. Okay, there we go.
Great.
So put this on a medium heat. Get this back on, and I just have a little bit of olive oil in there that we'll use for sautéing.
Okay.
And starting off with some garlic. I like to add garlic into everything, and it's healthy for you too.
Yeah.
Turn this up a bit more. We want to sauté these vegetables and get them cooking. So start with the garlic. Then I have the chopped peppers. So you can just move those aside. But chopped peppers, tops. Okay, and then just a white onion, a small or half of a white onion. You don't really need too much. And then a little bit of celery. And these are the veggies that I decided to put in here. But have fun with it. You can stuff peppers with absolutely anything you want.
Yeah, you've seen people even sometimes just do very like mushroom based, almost a little bit of truffle in there, and just totally take them on a whole other level, right? But and you can also make them vegetarian too. You don't have to put the meat in, or you can use the soy protein type meat, right? So people enjoy. But they're really healthy. I mean, you're looking at all the vegetables you're putting in, and of course, as you say, the tomatoes make it, you know, extra healthy this time of year.
So then I just add in a little bit of you know, salt and pepper. I have some dried herbs that I put in, so my kind of Italian herbs, thyme, basil, oregano. Okay. Just a mixture would be your favorite. And then once those have started to cook down, get a little soft, then we can add in the tomatoes. Oh, I have a little bit of red pepper flakes too.
I noticed that there. So yeah, you want to use that at your own discretion.
I always like a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is just about a half a can of chopped tomatoes. So it's they're still kind of chunky and whole, but you get that sauce in there as well. And so you can add this at this time. And then at this point, I actually just let this cook. You just want to let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. It kind of thickens up a bit, all the flavors combine, and doesn't take too long.
It's nice and colorful too, actually. You know, it's and again, now is this brown rice that you have here?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because that's good, because a lot of times you'll see them being made with white, and it doesn't have to be.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So again, having a rice cooked already in your fridge, because usually when you make rice, you make an abundance of rice, and there's always some left extra, or they suggest make it on a Sunday, and then you've got rice for the week. So there you go. That's done. Yeah, that part's easy. That saves a whole lot of steps when, especially if you're coming home, you know, late from work and it's dark outside, and you don't really feel like cooking.
Yeah. This is a great answer. Yeah. Yeah. So let this simmer. So you know, in the meantime, you can cook your rice. Or rice usually takes you know, about 40 minutes or so, depending on how you cook it. But this is about a cup of rice. And then, you know, your extra lean meat or sausage meat or chicken or no meat, if that's what you like. Whatever works for you, have that pre-cooked too. Okay, so you just cook that on its own separately. If you didn't have it already prepared, just cook it on its own. Right, yeah, just in a fry pan. I don't even really add anything to it because all the flavor is going to come from here. Okay. And then a little bit of cheese, shredded, you know, this is 2 kinds of cheddar. I have a medium cheddar and a white cheddar there, and a little bit of tomato sauce.
Okay.
So this is the pepper that we have. I've pre-cooked, so it's
it's nice and soft.
Quite soft.
Okay.
And when this is all ready here, after about 10 minutes, we're going to put it in the bowl. We'll mix it with the rice.
Okay.
And the ground beef. Mix it all together and put it right in the pepper.
And put it right in the pepper, and then that will go in the oven. So what we'll do is we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll kind of stuff this guy and make him look all good, and then we'll show you the ta-da method, and he'll be all done. We'll be right back.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home, and the smell of stuffed peppers is in the air because we have some prepared. We're going to show you in just a minute, but we're going to show you the process of just stuffing him right now. So again, you were saying blending already rice and the ground beef together.
And then, as you can see, all of the juice has kind of thickened up, so it's not too juicy, and we can just pour all of this sauteed veg in here. Very heavy pan.
Yeah, it's heavy.
And then mix everything together. And then this is the mixture that we're going to put in the peppers. Perfect.
So key, make sure the meat is cooked before you stuff the pepper, because it will not cook properly in the pepper if you don't.
Right, yeah, you would probably have to adjust
the temperature setting a little bit, right?
Yeah, and then cooking times. And
but it's nice that you can use ground turkey, or, you know, as you were saying before, because it just changes, or even ground lamb. You could really change things up.
Yeah.
So easy enough to do.
With it. And then I just put them in the oven 350 for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, just to make sure that everything is heated through. And then I usually just finish it off under the broiler, so you get a little bit of color on top of the cheese. But just a little bit of tomato sauce on top if you like.
Okay.
And then your cheddar cheese, and then ready for the oven.
And how long? Put them on the broiler?
About, okay, so in the oven for, like I said, 20, 30, broiler, just a couple minutes on high, just to give the cheese a little bit of color.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And before we go, we'll show you the final. So this is what they look like when they come out.
Right.
And all nice and soft. Again, you got that little bit of broiling. Again, we'll just remind everybody that, of course, you can find all of Chef Rachel's recipes on our website. So this would be easy for you to just look up. And again, really perfect for this time of year. So looks very yummy. Thanks, Chef Rachel. Yeah. And that's it for our show today. And to continue to watch us on Saturday mornings, TERRA at Home. Have a good one.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.